different these two devices are. While one is the epitome of luxury, the other is the underdog, the flagship killer. Design and build quality, both the iPhone 6 Plus and OnePlus One have premium quality builds and are designed to be light and slim devices. The iPhone 6 Plus is a tad bit taller and wider than the One, and it's noticeably thinner than the One too. The 6 Plus is made out of aluminum while the One is made out of high quality plastic, and since the iPhone 6 Plus is so thin and wide, it's more uncomfortable to use one-handed, whereas the One fits comfortably in my hand thanks to its curved back and slim profile. You have 3 color options to choose from for the iPhone 6 Plus: space gray, gold, and silver, whereas the OnePlus One is only available in sandstone black and silk white. The iPhone 6 Plus starts at $299 up to $499 for the 2-year contract, and $749, $849, and $949 off contract, which is ridiculously expensive. The OnePlus One, on the other hand, starts at just $299 for the 16GB model off contract and goes up to $349 for the 64GB model. That's a huge price difference, and the quality you get for just $349 is astounding. In terms of specs, the iPhone 6 Plus has a 5.5-inch Retina HD display with a resolution of 1920 by 1080 and a pixel density of 401 ppi. It's equipped with Apple's new dual-core A8 chip and 1GB of RAM, an NFC chip which can only be used for Apple Pay at the moment, a 2,915 mAh battery, and non-expandable options of 16, 64, or 128GB. There's a new 8-megapixel iSight camera with optical image stabilization in the back that can record in 1080p 60 frames per second and slow motion 720p at 240 frames per second. The iPhone 6 Plus also carries more LTE bands than the OnePlus One, meaning it can connect to more LTE networks around the globe, achieve faster LTE speed, and it also supports VoLTE. The iPhone 6 Plus still carries Touch ID, which seems to be much better and faster on iOS 8. The OnePlus One, on the other hand, is rocking a 5.5-inch IPS display with a resolution of 1920 by 1080 and a pixel density of 401 ppi. It's packing a beastly 2.5 GHz quad-core Snapdragon 801 processor with 3GB of RAM, a huge 3,100 mAh battery, and 16GB or 64GB of non-expandable storage. There's a 13-megapixel camera on the back that's capable of recording 4K video and slow-motion 720p at 120 frames per second. The OnePlus One is also running CyanogenMod 11S based on Android 4.4, which brings a lot of great software tweaks to make the user experience so much better. Now, talking about the cameras first, both are great. 13 megapixel versus 8 megapixel seems like a huge deal, but it's really not. I love the camera on the OnePlus One, and I think it's one of the better cameras I've tried on any Android device this year, but the iPhone 6 Plus, in my opinion, is just the better camera. Colors are more accurate, it's not too contrasty, and it handles exposures really well. The autofocus is faster too, thanks to its focus pixel technology, and there's less artifacts and noisy medium to low light photos in the images taken by the 6 Plus compared to the OnePlus One. If you want to see all of our sample photos, check out the gallery at technobuffalo.com for more. Moving on to battery life, the OnePlus One is equipped with a 3,100 mAh battery, whereas the iPhone 6 Plus only has 2,915 mAh battery. Now, I had the chance to use the OnePlus One as my personal phone for a few months, and the battery life blew me away. I had push email enabled, I was playing games, watching videos, and used the camera a ton. And the battery would last about 2 days, whereas the iPhone 6 Plus would only last about 17 or so hours, which isn't terrible by any means, but it could be better, especially for a phone this size. Your mileage will definitely vary depending on your usage, but the OnePlus One definitely bests the iPhone 6 Plus in this category. Let's take a quick break from this video and thank our friends over at Full Sail. As you know, virtually every industry relies on software technology, and Full Sail University offers a bachelor's degree program that addresses the need for skilled tech professionals through curriculum that blends code and theory with real-world experience. Whether you're into web design, making apps, and/or software in general, Full Sail will teach you the fundamentals in all of these courses on campus or online. If you want to learn more about Full Sail's web and technology programs, visit fullsail.edu/technobuffalo, and again, that's fullsail.edu/technobuffalo. When it comes to software, CyanogenMod is one of the main reasons why the OnePlus One is so great. You have the ability to pretty much customize every part of the phone, from the home screen to the lock screen, and you can easily install new themes, icons, and fonts, and much more. All the Google services comes pre-installed on the One too, meaning you have access to apps like Gmail, Google Maps, Google Play Store, and even Google Now, which is always great to have. iOS is great too, don't get me wrong. The overall UI is very user-friendly and overall very simple. iOS 8 also added a bunch of new features like third-party keyboards, third-party extensions, widgets and notification center, and continuity, which allows iPhones, iPad, and Mac to seamlessly work together for a better and more seamless experience. Now, I love to customize my phone, whether it's cases and or software related. I want to be able to customize my phone the way I want it to, and I think CyanogenMod definitely beats iOS in this category. Performance-wise, there's not much to complain about both. They both perform like a champ, and even though the OnePlus One is equipped with a quad-core processor and 3GB of RAM, I didn't really see any noticeable difference between the two. One is running iOS and the other is running CyanogenMod, and it's pretty hard to compare performance on two different operating systems. I browsed the web with multiple tabs on both the One and the 6 Plus. I watched movies on Netflix, made calls, and played plenty of games, and never once did either slow down on me. So to wrap things up for you guys, as it's often the case with iOS versus Android battles, it mostly boils down to which operating system you prefer. I'm leaning slightly in favor of the iPhone 6 Plus just because it fits in what I do on an everyday basis. I love the OnePlus One, and it's the first non-Apple device that I have absolutely love. The battery life on this is the best I've seen on a smartphone, and Cyanogen 11S makes the user experience that much better. Of course, if you love iOS or all things Apple, then the iPhone is your personal winner. But if you're open to Android and want a cheap Android flagship device, then the OnePlus One has the price, the software, and hardware features that might win you over. Anyways, that's it for this video, guys. I'm Mark Linsanger from Techno Buffalo. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you guys would like to see more, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. We're also on Twitch, so make sure to check us out at twitch.tv/technobuffalo and see us play some good old-fashioned video games.